Well, hello, Babies crew. First, we just want to say a big, huge thank you for joining our crew and being willing to come alongside us to share the love of Jesus with the kids. And want you to know that even though you might feel like you're just holding babies, you play a really vital role in sharing Jesus with them. So we are going to be emailing you the training packet. So we really ask that you read through that. But we just wanted to highlight some things just to help you do your job better and feel fully ready to go once we launch. So first thing, we are doing something new. We are going to have these clipboards. And so each kid will get 2 stickers with their names on them. And one will go on their body. In the baby's room, we typically put it on the back. And then one will go on the clipboard inside the room. That way you know at all times what kids will be in your room. This is what you will use to do checkout. And it's just a, what's that term called? Like real time, yes. Rather than getting the reports at the end of class. Like this way you know, oh, it says I have 6 stickers. I should have 6 babies in here. So this is something new we're trying. So we will make sure parents are aware that that's what they do with the second sticker. Parents will still have a pickup tag, but just a heads up, that's what that's going to be for.
Next, we just want you to know that assistants need to be at the door greeting kids and families. We want to try to build the relationships with these children. So we want to greet them by name and talk to the child, ask the child's name if you're not sure who it is. But start building that relationship the minute those kids start walking in the door. Make sure that you acknowledge the families, make sure that they're comfortable with leaving their child with you. But start building that relationship right off the bat. So the assistant standing at the door, greeting the kids, and then the room leader then can be getting kids started, getting things going, and working with the kids right away. So.
Yeah. Also, just a heads up on the back of the binder, there's a drop-off thing, just things you might want to ask. Do they need a snack? Do they have a bottle? Do they have a pacifier? Just things like that will help you guys do your job more effectively. We're going to do prayer cards. So in the front of the binder, in the little compartment here, there'll be a prayer card, prayer to pray over them, and then it just gives the parents a heads up of whether they were fussy or happy, whether they had a snack, and then you can circle that you checked their diaper or you changed it, depending on which. So those will be in the front of the card.
During the service time, you will want to make sure you read a Bible story. The Bible story will be bookmarked, so we'll make sure that that's really easy for you to identify what it is. Obviously, some of these kids aren't going to be old enough to really be responding to you, but they will still hear it, and we want to still share Jesus. So make sure that you do read the Bible story to them.
We are going to have a CD player in the room, and there will be a CD with music on it. And so we encourage you just during time when they're just playing and whatnot, just to have that on in the background. It helps create more of a calming environment, but also just has them listening to God's Word and His truths and stuff. So we just encourage you to do that.
Make sure that you are performing diaper checks. The hospitality person will give you about a 10-minute heads up so that you can, as a reminder, to make sure that that is taken care of. And you can do that when you're doing the prayer cards, so that should be kind of done right about the same time. And then just as a heads up, just a reminder that once we are in a room, once a leader or an assistant is assigned to a room, that leader and assistant needs to stay in the room. So make sure that is, you all hold each other mutually accountable for making sure that people stay within the room.
Yeah, a hospitality person will be walking around periodically, and where they're stationed, they should be able to hear if you holler out the door and just need something real quick or whatever. So don't hesitate to do that. But the goal is for safety reasons, we have to have 2 people in the room at all times. Let's see, what's new kid cards. So we're going to try something new. When a new family comes, I know a lot of churches send out hey, it was so good to see you, whatever, but typically we've done that and it comes from the leaders, but we're not the ones actually in the room engaging with the kids. So in the binder, there's a little pencil pouch with cards in it. And so if there's a new family, we would love for you before the service is over to take a card out and just write a quick note hey, Johnny, it was so great to play with you today. Like, loved your giggle, or, something like that. Make it personable. And then you can drop it off at the hospitality desk, and we will send it out in the mail with some stickers or whatever in it, just to thank them for coming. And it just makes the kids feel special to receive mail from someone that they actually interacted with. So, also setting up Breeze. I'm not going to go through this in detail because I go through it in detail in the training packet, but Breeze is our database system. It's what you will use to email the crew to ask for a sub, or if you have tips on any babies, hey, I've noticed that Rachel really enjoys this, share that, pass that along. So you will get an email from me inviting you to Breeze. You'll set up your account, and then the training packet and also the email will give you a detailed description on how to utilize it. But it will be super helpful to everyone to have a Breeze set up. Just because if you aren't able to serve, the first thing we ask is that you do attempt to find a sub, and then if that's not possible, then you let Michelle and I know. So any questions on Breeze, you can let me know.
And then last but not least, we have in case of emergency. So a couple of things you need to know. First of all, if there was a fire or a storm or tornado type thing happening or occurring at the time that we're at the church, you would be notified by the hospitality person or one of the leaders. So Lee or I would make sure that was taken care of, or that you were notified. You would want to make sure that you did a quick head count. Grab the clipboard. That should give you that first real time, just like what we were talking about. That gives us at all moments. We should always know how many kids should be under your care. So grab that clipboard. Start moving kids outside in the case of a fire. You'll need to know that the emergency exits are the front door, the corner of the gym, and the auditorium. So please make sure you familiarize yourself with those exits when you get into the school, so that you are comfortable as to what needs to happen if something were to happen. Hospitality is going to assist you. Once everybody's taken care of, you would take the children to the playground area and leave room for the fire trucks to get in, and then of course do a final head count just to make sure that you truly have everybody accounted for outside. In case of tornado, similar protocol, but you would be notified by the kids' hospitality staff or a leader, and then again you're going to do a quick head count. But because you're with the babies, you would just stay in that room, but you do need to know that the other junior kids would be joining you, so there will be other students coming in that room, so just stay there.
Yeah, we tried to make it as easy as possible, knowing that you've got the littles.
Yep.
So again, we're so grateful. We're just really excited about what God's going to do, and just know that you play an important role in that. So thanks. And let us know if you have any questions.
Bye.